Hello, today we'll be talking about CAP competition and what it's all about. We'll be talking about the following: what is CAP competition, eligibility, being selected, your invited CAP competition event, and winners. So let's get started. What is CAP competition? CAP competition is an event that we have here at Colaberry that happens the first Wednesday of every month. We have students that come out, 5 students in total, and they showcase their projects in front of their peers. And their peers get a chance to be able to vote on who performed best. And the top 3 from those 5 students get to move on to the Data Talent Showcase at the end of the month. Usually, this particular event is mainly for the students to be able to showcase their skills, work on being comfortable presenting their projects in front of people, and also it helps them when it comes to interview time, and that way they can be able to get a job and continue with their career. The eligibility: what you need before you get selected or before you even volunteer to be part of the CAP competition. It's usually you would have to sign up for the CAP phase of the program, meaning like if you're in the CAP phase of it, then you can be able to, you're qualified to be able to present. Another thing is if you're currently working on your personal project, or if you're an intern and working at a project that way. Also, if you're working on or have completed your messaging that is sent out to Ali, you can be able to be part of this particular event. So are you wondering how you can be part of this particular competition? Part of being part of the CAP competition, I usually prepare ahead of time, and I get a hold of the students that I'm going to be picking. I send them an email, and that way you can be part of it. But this is how I get started. I have a procedure on how we usually do it. We have a launch. We have a launch Excel spreadsheet that I usually follow to make sure that everybody that has ever been launched at Colaberry, we have all your names, and I can be able to go in there and pick 5 names out of the group. I can also go to the intern calls that we usually have a couple of times a week, and I can be able to go in that way to be able to pick up some of the students. Now, once I have picked your name up, usually I would have to contact you. The first time I would have to contact you via an email. Now, an email would look like what you see on the screen right now. And that way I will be letting you know that you've been picked to be part of this CAP competition. And it lets you know we have like different prices that you get. We have the $50 one for the top person that get the wins to move on to the Data Talent Showcase at the end of the month. And then we have the second place, which is $25 gift card, and then the third place the same amount, which is $25 gift card. Also, to be able to move on to the Data Talent Showcase at the end of the month, which is the last Thursday of each month. Now, when I do that, on top of the 5 people that I always have to pick up, I always have to have at least 3 people that are backup people that I usually can count on if something happens, if the 5 people that are going to go ahead and perform have an emergency or any of that sort. Meaning I will email, I will text message you, and I will call you to be able to talk to you. And if I have to explain a little bit further on how this event works and try to encourage you, I will do that. Also, in that email, we have there's a section there where you would be able to see how you can be able to present your project, the steps by steps, how to be able to create a storyline so that your project can be fun to listen to, entertaining to listen to, and everybody can be waiting to hear what you're about to say next. And one of the things that you have to do, if I email you, you would have to confirm every single time that you've received that email to make sure that our communication is in sync, and making sure that you're getting the tools that you need to be able to perform and showcase your project at the CAP competition. Now, when it comes to inviting the students to be able to come out and watch those 5 competitors, what I usually do is I usually send messages using the WhatsApp message. I usually send emails. I usually use a chat to be able to send messages to each and every one. We also use Slick Text to be able to make sure that people, some of the like the newer classes, are able to get the text messages and find out how CAP competition is and when it's supposed to be, and the link that is needed. An example of the type of message that I usually send out on the WhatsApp groups and also on the emails is as like this one that you see on the screen right now. And it always includes a link where you can be able to click on the link and register. And that way you can be able to, while the time gets closer, you can be able to get the Zoom information of where the event will be hosted. Here is a small clip of how the cap competition looks like.
Is everybody ready? Okay.
We're ready.
You think you're ready? Okay. Everybody,
Ready.
take yourselves off of mute and give me a woo woo.
Woo!
Okay. I'm feeling it already. Okay, awesome. We got a good one for you tonight. Listen, Mika,
Ready?
you ready to give us the results?
Y'all ready?
Are y'all ready? Who's ready? Put your hand up.
I don't think I'm not presenting because I don't think y'all ready.
Who put your hands up if you're ready? She don't think you're ready.
All right, here we go. And
All right,
the winner is
if y'all come to this competition every month, y'all would know this is my favorite event. Okay, this is my favorite event, the CAP competition. We got 5 contestants tonight that's going to be presenting their story on their project. Now, there's a lot at stake. First prize, $50. Second and third prize, $25 a piece. But our top 3 winners move on to the Data Talent Showcase at the end of the month, where you have a chance to win $100. You have a chance to win a Colaberry Data Talent Showcase winner badge, and you have a chance to create extra content for your resume. Extra content for your resume? Well, what do you mean by that, Ali? Well, let me show you what I mean, all right? When you get towards the end of the program, part where everybody likes, where you're getting about to get the job, okay? When you get to the end of the program, you're gonna create a resume. And in your resume, you see this row right here of links? You see this row right here of links? This is what you have the chance to contribute to this evening, all right? So let's go over it. This is Tyrik's resume. Tyrik he's been on this job for about maybe a couple of weeks now, so he's fresh. Okay, but I'm going to use his resume as an example. One of the links that we're going to have on the resume is a digital resume. All right, so the digital resume has links to your bio, your LinkedIn. It has your portfolio, your project that you created. It has videos.
Good evening, my name is Tariq, and today we'll be talking about the role of a business analyst. And if we don't have one on our team, how do we go about getting that requirement?
Okay.
So let's start.
All right, that's cool, Tariq. We don't need you to get all into it, but that's good. Good demo. All right. Now, Tariq has won a Data Talent Showcase. And look at this. Now, you get your data analytics badge when you get towards the end of the program. But if you win the Data Talent Showcase, remember, our top 3 contestants tonight go on to the Data Talent Showcase, which is at the end of the month. And if they win, they get this nice badge. Okay, and when employers click on this badge, they're going to see all of the skills that you had to use to obtain that badge. Okay, so that's one thing that's on the resume. Why hire me? It's a little pitch, a little 1 to 2 minute pitch.
Hi, so why should you hire me? Over the years, I've had the pleasure in working in the financial sales field for multiple industries, from banking, mortgage, telecommunication, and debt settlements.
All right, sounds good, Tara. You don't have to brag. Okay, it's all good. All right, and then we move on to the communication section. Now, this is the important part, okay? Because this event tonight, okay, if our contestants just kill it, if they just kill it tonight, all I have to do is say, hey, Ollie, I'd like to get a video of my event tonight. Okay, and I want to add it as communication on my resume. So let's look at Tariq. Tariq actually won the CAP competition. He actually won the Data Talent Showcase. And here's his award-winning presentation.
All right, so good evening. My name is Tariq, and today I'll be going over is the American dream achievable? The main motivation of this project actually came from a personal standpoint. As someone who's been looking to purchase a home for the past couple of years, the price on homes has been a deterrent, and one of the main reasons why I actually moved back to Dallas from Los Angeles. So what is
All right, you hear him. Listen, his project involved getting some data, bringing it in, analyzing the data, creating reports on the data. Okay, but the story is different. Okay, the story is about engaging people. It's about telling the story of the data. And that's what you're going to see here tonight is people have a project. Yes. Oh, we're using SSIS, we're using SSRS, we're using SQL, we're using Power BI or Tableau or whatever. All that's good and all, but can you entertain us? We want to be entertained. Okay. Can you relay your message in a way that is entertaining? That's what this competition is about, because this is part one of becoming a data scientist. You go to data analytics route where you have no experience and you go to getting a job in the field as a data analyst or BI developer. From there, the second class is going from BI developer to data scientist, but the whole process is training you to become a data scientist. And as a data scientist, you have to be able to deliver or explain what you are delivering. You got to be able to tell people the story, tell people the impact, tell people how this data has impacted lives. Okay, give us the real story behind the data, not just technical jargon. Okay, because you're going to put people to sleep with the technical jargon. Okay, so you got to make the story appealing. And when you get your project fully completed in Colaberry network as part of the CAP process, then you will also have a project such as this one, where it comes with the intro. You got your presentation and you got a video.
Let me ask you a question. How many of you have submitted a ticket to Colaberry support? How many of you have spent an hour checking your email every 5 minutes to see if support has...
Yeah, I know everybody felt that, right? So we can definitely relate. And what you want to do is you want to relate to your audience, okay? You want to understand who your audience is. What are their thoughts? What are their perspectives? And you want to relate to them as much as possible. And so you will create this project where you're going to go get your own data set. You're going to analyze the data set. You're going to find insights in the data set. You're going to present what you learned, and you're going to create a video out of it. Okay? And this can go directly on your resume. Okay? So any video you see tonight could very well be stamped in history on somebody's resume, showcasing their skill set, getting them not only a job out of the training program, but more jobs in the future, okay? So this is not just about getting that first job. It's about building a resume, building a repertoire of projects that will then make it easier for you to get a job in the field.
The next step is usually voting. And that way you have a poll that's usually on Zoom that we usually launch it so that everyone that's on the call can be able to go ahead and vote for their favorite presenter. And the top 3 always moves on to the Data Talent Showcase, where at the Data Talent Showcase, they get to win $100 gift card for the number 1 person that wins the whole competition. As you can see, this is an example of how the poll looks like. Everybody gets to vote, and then we can be able to launch it and share the results with everyone on the call. And as you can see right here, we have winners' testimony that have been at the CAP competition and how they thought the process went and how it's supposed, and everything that they went through, if it's good or bad.
Siwa, everybody wants to know, from building the project to putting together the presentation, mainly putting together the presentation, What was this experience like for you?
It was a good learning experience. I get to learn a lot, like selecting the good database, finding the best DAX formula for all these measures, and then how to create your dashboard, like colors and everything. Going back and forth with you with the critic, we get to learn more on that thing. Presentation wise, there is a lot. I think that this presentation helps us to how to prepare ourselves for interview, or even how to present our work in our future job. So pretty much it was a very good learning experience.
All right, awesome. Eden,
Yes, Sandy.
what was this experience like for you?
A little bit overwhelming. I really was not happy when I got picked because there was a lot going on with the launching and everything. But as I got more into it, I have really tested myself. I have enjoyed it, and I can now see that where I'm at. Like, I feel more confident.
You feel like you're gonna get that job, don't you?
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Like, I see it in your face though. Okay, I see it in your face. Like, this presentation is giving you more confidence, right?
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Awesome. All right, congratulations on moving to the Dating Talent Show.
Thank you.
Muhammad, what has this experience been like for you?
Just like Eden said, it was a little surprising. I have a busy week with work. Worked almost 16 hours yesterday. Worked again 8 hours today. Come home and have 2 Zoom meetings and be prepping for this. So it's good. It's good. I wasn't organized as much as I wanted. I lost track of the time, but it's a good learning opportunity.
Awesome. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to volunteer, but what has your growth been like though?
As long as I don't have to fight with you anymore.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Zara, our winner for tonight. What has this experience been like for you?
Well, when you picked me yesterday, I didn't want to do it, but I guess
Nobody
we've
wants
all
to
been,
do it.
yeah, we've all been voluntold. So, so when I woke up this morning, I pretty much prepared my PowerPoint and then practiced, and then I used the opportunity to also create a project video while I practiced, and then I called Tizita to also practice in front of her.
Awesome. So how many hours did you put into preparing your presentation?
I would say 2 hours, maybe more.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives everybody
After I created the slides.
Yeah. It gives everybody an understanding, right? An idea of what it's like to build your presentation, because you're gonna get opportunities, okay? They're not gonna come in the form of this grand presentation. Hey, we need you to put together this grand presentation. They're gonna be like, hey, Muhammad, we got the CEO wanting to know what's going on. Can you put together something to kind of present them the work that we've been doing? Okay. And then some people are gonna be like, yeah, and they're going to put together something. Colaberry Network is going to say, this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to shine. Okay. And they're going to put that time into it. They're going to put those hours into it. And they're going to come up with a presentation. They're going to come up with a storyline. Okay. They're going to come up with a way to present what you've been doing, because at the end of the day, you're going to be judged on the presentation. How well do you present it? You could do great work, present it bad, and then nobody's interested. The people that are making the decisions, they're like, I'm uninterested. Why do we need this? Right? And they can scrap the project. So being able to present the work you're doing and showcasing in the best manner, okay, is going to be advantageous for you.